special thanks to Princess Cruises for partnering with our family on this 7-night voyage to the Mexican Riviera. Hey, it's cruise day. We're super stoked because today we're embarking on Royal Princess. We're here at the Crowne Plaza in San Pedro. It's pretty close to the cruise port and it's been a great place to stay before our cruise. What makes this voyage to Cabo, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta so special is that this is a Thanksgiving cruise. So we've decided just to throw away all of that holiday stress this year and jump on the ship and be pampered for a week. It's gonna be great. So this is our first Medallion Class cruise, you guys. I totally feel like Wonder Woman right now holding this up. So the Medallion is a really cool wearable technology that allows you to open your stateroom door with keyless entry and allows you to make purchases. You can have drinks and sunscreen and French fries brought to you at certain places on the ship. It's so cool. But if you don't want to use it for any of that fancy stuff, it doesn't have to be high tech. You could just use it as a simple replacement for your key card. That's also totally fine. So we're really looking forward to exploring all that the Medallion has to offer this week as a family. Our son is really excited about the ocean tag-along, the My Tag-along. That's gonna be fun, huh, buddy? It's gonna be so great. We've already created our little avatars and we're gearing up for some great family fun. The weather today is beautiful. It's super sunny outside and I'm hoping that it's as warm as it looks because I chose to wear a dress. And we live in California, so sometimes even the week of Thanksgiving you can get away with wearing a dress in the 70-degree weather. So we'll see how that holds up. Brought a change of clothes just in case it gets a little bit chilly, but we're going to go put our suitcases in the car, head over to the port of Los Angeles. We're going to leave our car there for the week. I think it's about $18 a day to park at the port, but it's worked out really well for us in the past. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go get on the beautiful, wonderful Royal Princess ship that we have been so excited to explore for many, many years now. And we're going to take you along with us for a week full of fun. Let's do this. Not only is it sunny and beautiful outside, but it's warm, sunny, and beautiful, and it's late November. This is really unusual, you guys. Feels like it's already 75 degrees. So pretty. Funny story though, we took the wrong elevator in the hotel, and we ended up like getting stuck in the service area instead of in the parking garage. It was really funny. So we're a little bit later than we wanted to be. This always happens. I don't know why, but we have like a 15-minute window that we always seem to lose because of some mishap. But we're here, we're parked. It's really quiet today at the port and we are gonna go check in right now. Let's do it. Just like that, we are on the ship. So Medallion boarding is extremely speedy. We got to the terminal around 10:45 and elite boarding had already started. So if you have the Medallion, the process is very, very simple. When you get into the port area, you're going to see that there's 2 separate areas for check-in. There's one area for those of us who have already ordered our medallions and received them at our home, and then another check-in for folks who are picking up their medallion at the port. So you just go to either area and then they give you a boarding card and then you sit down and wait for your number to be called. So beautiful, so sunny, so warm. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. What we did is we dropped off our bags in our room. The rooms are not ready yet. Most of them are actually still being cleaned. So we dropped off our heavy bags and then just kind of started walking around the ship, checking things out. We went to the youth center to see when the registration starts, and that doesn't start until 1 o'clock. So Junior and I are just going to roam around while Mr. Cruise Tips TV is filming a ship tour today, and we're going to check out some of the highlights of the ship and just enjoy this beautiful sunny day. Well, that was a treat. We got to check out the retreat bar and pool and the sanctuary as a family. It's obviously an adults-only area, but on the first day they do let families go in and check it out. It is so beautiful, so tranquil. Unlike what we're used to seeing on the Grand Class ships, it's completely separated off and has its own full-size pool. So beautiful. I definitely recommend getting a pass if you have the opportunity to the sanctuary. So now we're gonna try to go see if we can do a spa tour. The spa tour was wonderful. We got to see all of the treatment rooms and the enclave, and I did end up investing in a pass to the enclave for the week. It was $169 per person for the entire 7-day cruise, and I'm really looking forward to all of the different amenities. They had some really interesting water beds in that area that I've never seen before in a thermal suite, so really interested to see how that goes. They're open from 8 a.m., I believe 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, so that's gonna be my mom's splurge on this particular cruise. So it's about 12:45 right now, and we're getting hungry. So we decided that we were gonna try something that we've never tried before in a Princess cruise. When we first got to the port and we checked in, they handed us this list of the dining venues that are available. And one of the things that's really cool about Princess is that you're not forced to go to just the buffet. On Embarkation Day, you have a lot of different options. So we chose to go to Alfredo's Pizza. And I'm hungry. Can you tell I'm like, salivating. We've all ordered an appetizer and a main course, and I just stepped out of the restaurant real quick to give you guys a quick update, and then I'm gonna take you back inside and show you the food. But I wanna tell you about all of the different dining options that you do have on this ship on day one for lunch. It's not just the buffet like I mentioned. So here's what you can do. You can go to the Concerto main dining room on deck 6 midship, and that's a nice relaxing sit-down lunch from 12 o'clock to 1:30. Or you can do the buffet, that's called the Horizon Court, and that's up on deck 16 aft, and that's open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We walked through and it looked beautiful, so well designed. All of the areas are really nicely sectioned off, so no one area felt particularly crowded. If those two options don't work for you, there's always the International Cafe, which is open 24 hours a day, and that's on deck 5 midship, according to my little card here. And you can get sandwiches, salads, that's where the coffee is served too, like espresso type drinks, things like that, and tea, and all kinds of little treats. They have lots of really beautiful desserts. If that doesn't work and you want to be poolside, you've got Prego Pizzeria and Trident Grill. They're open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. as well for some poolside yummies. And then, of course, you've got our choice, which is Alfredo's Pizzeria, and that one is deck 6 midship, and that's 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. There's also a bunch of bars open when you board. You've got Mermaid's Bar, Outrigger Bar, Crooner Bar, and the Piazza Bar all open. So we're gonna relax and regroup over lunch and then go check and see if our stateroom is available for a quick tour. I wanna show you guys around the room after lunch. I have a feeling that Alfredo's is going to be a fave here on this cruise. It is so relaxing. There's actually mariachi music playing in the background. There's live mariachis down in the piazza right now, which is so cool. Talk about getting in the mood for the Mexican Riviera. Anyway, I'll tell you what we ordered. We all got an appetizer and a main course. I think we're probably gonna order dessert too. For my appetizer, I got a green salad. Junior got a minestrone soup, which he gobbled up entirely, like licking the bowl. It's so good. And Mr. CruiseTipsTV got the meat antipasto. There's a veggie type of antipasto, like a caprese, and then a meat one. So that's what we did for appetizers, and then the boys got pizza. Junior got a pepperoni, hubby got a Hawaiiana, and then I got the little rollatini. It's like eggplant with capellini rolled in it. So good. Such a nice alternative option, I guess you could say, on embarkation day to the buffet, although I'd love to check out the buffet because it looks beautiful. So we're gonna go order some dessert now and then back to our room, or maybe even to go check in Junior at the kids center because it's after 1 o'clock and now it's open for us to go get him registered and see what it's all about. Registered at the kids club. It was so beautiful up there. We even played a little bit of unlimited skee ball just to kick off the cruise. So he got himself signed up for tomorrow morning and afternoon session, right? So we'll see if he actually does it. They have 2 sessions. They have the 9 to noon session, then they break for lunch, and then they have 2 to 5 and then a dinner session. So he's signed up for everything. There are 300 kids in his age group alone on this sailing. So I don't know if they always do the sign-in list thing, but they're doing it today. So we're actually going to our cabin. Mr. CruiseTipsTV, as he follows me with the camera, is seeing it for the first time. So let's go let ourselves in and we'll show you around. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good, madam.
Good, thank you.
Which cabin are you?
R416.
So, my name is Ryan. I'm your
Hey,
stateroom
Ryan.
steward.
I'm Sherry. It's so lovely to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, sir. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, the little
Hello,
guy.
sir.
Yeah.
Hello, guy.
We know you're busy, so do your thing. We're just gonna go get checked in and everything.
Okay, no
Okay,
worries. But
thanks, Ryan.
later on, madam, because I just want to introduce my name. My name is Ryan again, and then after that, the sofa bed later on I'm gonna set up by 5:30.
Sofa bed at 5:30. Okay.
Yes, and then during the drill time by 3:15, don't ever take the life jacket. Just go straight.
Don't
to
take the life
bed.
jacket to the master.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And the letter D. Yeah.
Okay,
so in
thank
case you need
you.
anything, just let me know or write it down on the small.
So pretty. I'm just gonna put my bag down really quick here and then show you all around. It looks like Mr. CruiseTipsTV's soda cup arrived. That is very beautiful. It says sailing is so refreshing. Oh, I don't know what to show you guys first. Let's just look at the room. Come on in. Big, cozy, wonderful princess luxury bed. These are the most amazing, amazing, amazing beds at sea. Pretty flat screen TV. Of course, we'll do a formal room tour. This is just a first look. Mr. CruiseTipsTV, don't trip on my bag. Be careful right there. It keeps falling over. Here's the water that we ordered. This was $7 for 12 bottles. It's nice to have that waiting so we didn't have to deal with bringing it on board, and it's less expensive to order it in advance. This is gonna be Junior's bed for the duration of the cruise. That is a really big sofa bed. Does that look unusually big to you? It's kind of big, isn't it? Coffee table, a little chair, and a beautiful vanity. It looks like Junior got something from Camp Discovery. They've got like a little bag here for him, so that's really cool. How awesome! What's inside here, Junior? He got a little hat. That is so cute. A little turtle and a lanyard. And what else is this? It looks like a t-shirt that they can take and maybe like, oh, it's a Camp Discovery t-shirt that they can color in. This is so cute. So this looks like a little welcome kit for him. Yes, so it has just the whole schedule for the week in it. Awesome, love it. That's for his age group anyway. And then a beautiful vanity here. You guys are really seeing this for the first time that we are. Shore excursion tickets. Looks like this is our little fridge, which we'll show you this later in a room tour. I'm just gonna take a quick peek There's already ice in there. How nice. Pretty little bank of drawers right here. There's tons of storage. So pretty. So want to go check out the balcony? I can't get out. Ah! Okay, there we go. We are off to the muster drill. Muster drill was painless, and within minutes we heard the little Love Boat horn song, and now we're pulling away from the port. It's still 75 degrees, you guys. It's so pretty, it's so gorgeous today. I don't know how we got so lucky, considering that it is November. It's Thanksgiving week, and I'm totally comfortable in a sundress. This is bizarre. Anyway, we would actually like to propose a toast to all of you. We're going to open this adorable little bottle of champagne right now. This is me trying to gracefully open a bottle of champagne on camera. Here it goes. Woo! We did it. So we, the Cruise Tips TV family, propose a toast to you, our loyal and wonderful followers. Many of you of whom have stuck with us for the last 6 years and followed our journeys all over the world and supported our cruise-loving family. We just want to say thank you really quickly before we take a sip of this and head up to the upper decks for a sail away party. Thank you for all that you do for us. Cheers. Okay, that sail away party was on point. They had all the cruise director staff out there dancing. They had dancers dancing in costume. It was so much fun. We had the time of our lives. Junior and I got down and boogied for a good 20 or 30 minutes. It was so fun. And of course, we captured the most beautiful sunset. So right now, we got this little card in our room saying what our table assignment was for dinner. So we're assigned to the Concerto dining room on deck 6 midship. And yes, we're walking down the stairs right now. Second seating, 7:15 p.m. table number 211. So we're going to meet our dining room staff right now and have our first dinner on board. So far, this has been such a lovely day. I don't know how we lucked out with this weather, but it's just so warm and pretty. When the sun set, though, it got cold really fast. Everybody kind of beelined for the interior decks. But it was really great, so much fun. This is a really lively ship, and you can tell that the staff is working so hard. So off to dinner we go, and we're gonna meet our dining stewards for the rest of the week.
I never, when we went on the roofing last year, we just got
There was a little bit of a wait to get into the dining room tonight, as there always is on the first night in the main dining room, because everybody's just kind of getting used to their table assignment and finding their way. But that line went super fast, and we were taken to our table. We had a very pretty table by the window. There were lots of families over in the area that we were sitting in. So many cute children. There's a lot of kids on this cruise this Thanksgiving week, but we were just completely amazed by how well behaved they are. It's been really, really cool, really encouraging. So, wow. Dinner. Okay, let's start with dinner because I have so much to talk about. Dinner was delicious. Mr. CruiseTipsTV had his pina colada type soup, like a fruit soup for a starter, and some delicious spring rolls. And then for his entree, he had chili. I had to start, I had the shrimp cocktail and some kind of a wedge salad and the bassa filet, which is like a really mild kind of a fruit relish type of a fish dish with a little bit of quinoa. It was wonderful. And Junior, who was a wild man tonight, he had prime rib, didn't you? You had prime rib of all things. So you had prime rib and a baked potato, and he even tasted a little bit of our horseradish. For dessert, the boys had cheesecake, and I think Junior had some kind of a hazelnut souffle, and I had some fresh fruit. Everything was lovely. So our dinner experience tonight was about 2 hours approximately, and after dinner we went and did a little bit of shopping. We kind of roamed through the shops because we hadn't seen that area of the ship yet, and went into the Effy store on board. I absolutely love Effy pieces. And the staff there is just delightful. Tried on a few beautiful pieces. I tried on a gorgeous anchor necklace and another pendant with a little whale tail on it, and just talked with the staff there. They're so sweet and they're so passionate about the history of the Effy company, and it's just always a delight to see the staff there. So I have a feeling that we'll be going back to the Effy store a little bit later on this cruise to perhaps pick out a piece or two. They give you a wonderful special occasion splurge for this particular trip. So I want to tell you what some of the highlights have been from the cruise, the ship, and just kind of today in general. The Medallion embarkation was very, very smooth. The fastest Princess embarkation I've ever seen by far. And I've just noticed a trend in cruising these days that we're getting on these ships earlier and earlier, folks. When we arrived to the port with the intention of early boarding at about 10:45, people are already well into the boarding process. The elite folks were already boarding. So it is smooth. So you want to have those boarding passes ready, your passports ready, everything ready to go, because you're not going to be doing a huge amount of sitting around these days when you board Royal Princess. Of course, there are places to sit and there is some waiting, but it is really smooth. So very impressed with, of course, the Medallion, Embarkation. It just makes things so easy. You literally just pop this up onto one of the little iPad type devices and they get you checked in. Of course, there's a few more steps. They verify your security photo and your documents and things like that. I also thought it was really sweet when we checked in that they gave us an option of different places to dine, and that we really felt like we had choices. We weren't left to figure it out on our own or come to our room to look at the princess pattern. They actually gave us a card. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I think it bears repeating. A little card that told you all the different places you could go for lunch. I thought that was such a really nice, high-class touch. So that was great. Very much enjoyed our lunch at Alfredo's today. What a relaxing way to avoid the buffet and just kind of ease into it. The sail away party was off the charts amazing. So much energy, so many people out on deck. It was a ton of fun, and I'm completely didn't want to leave. We could have just kept dancing and dancing for hours, but it started getting a little cooler and windy, so of course the weather kind of drove us inside. Another thing that is absolutely gorgeous is the sea walk on this ship. It's such a trip to walk over that cantilevered little bridge, for a lack of a better word, and just look down and see the crashing wake underneath you and the balconies and everything. It's great. And everybody kind of goes there on day one to see what it's all about and to take photos and video. And of course, we did the same, but I know that we'll be back to that area to take some more photos. And on the other side of the ship, just opposite the sea walk, there's that bar that has a similar little kind of cantilevered area behind it with another area that you can look down. And that was just as cool. So if the sea walk is busy, just go to the other side of the ship and there's another area where you can look straight down to the ocean. So those are some of the highlights. I have to mention though that the piazza, the piazza on the ship is absolutely breathtaking. So pretty. We didn't get to see everything down there today though. We didn't get to go to the International Cafe and we didn't get to go to the gelateria, but we are going to be hitting those places for sure throughout the cruise. So it's been an amazing day. We're looking forward to a relaxing sea day tomorrow, and then the day after that it's Cabo San Lucas. So I want to let everybody know now, if you're new to Medallion class cruising and you want to know how these little guys work, we do have a couple of videos on our channel that explain to you how to get ocean ready, and then we unbox the Medallion in a separate video and answer some questions. So we'll link to those in the description of this video so that you can get a little bit of an education if you need it. It really does help to know a little bit more about it before you step onto Royal Princess. But the Medallion class experience is so cool, and I know that we're going to be learning more about it and experiencing more that it has to offer this week. I didn't even get to order my first complimentary drink today with it. I just completely forgot. So we'll do that another day. Thank you so much for following along with us today. We're going to go draw a hot bath right now, get some rest, and try to get into the vacation mode, because you know how it goes on day one. It's always just crazy exhausting. Relaxing sea day tomorrow, and then a fun adventure in Cabo. If everything goes well in Cabo, we are going to be going on an adventure to a ranch and riding camels in the desert. How cool is that? Until then, we'll see you on the high seas. Good night.